Hello and welcome to Chapter 4, Lesson 1. Today we're going to be talking about modeling multiplication. So if we look at the pictures below, we can see, like, let's say there was this question, Gina, put 3 scoops of frozen yogurt in each bowl, and there are 6 bowls. So this would be a perfect example of multiplication. So we could either draw a picture like that, which would kind of take us a little while, or we could just draw 6 bowls, 6 circles, and put 3 circles inside of each one. And then that will tell us how many scoops of ice cream there are. Oh, frozen yogurt, not ice cream. Our other example is we could use repeated addition, where I take 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 to get to our scoops of yogurt. So let's take a look at this, and let's get started. All right, so when you have equal groups, you have the same number of objects in each group. Use repeated addition to find the total number of objects. So if we wanted to find the total of in 4 equal groups of 5, we could draw a picture. It says use connecting cubes, but so we have 4 groups. And inside each group is our 5 squares. You can draw this on your paper with me as I'm doing it. And pause if you need more time. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, so there are 4 groups with 5 in each group. Write the number of cubes in each group. And we can do that as repeated addition. So 5, 5, 5, and 5. So the great thing about 5s is we just need to count by 5s, right? So here I've got 5, 10, 15, 20. Right? So there are 20 total cubes written in there. We wouldn't have to count each one individually. Then we can record the number of groups, the number in each group, and the total from above. Explore other ways to group the 20 cubes equally. So I could have 4 groups with 5 in each group. I could have 10 groups with 2 in each group. I could have 5 groups with 4 in each group. That would also make 20. And I could have 2 groups with 10 in each group. That would also make 20. Notice how I just flip-flopped our factors. These are called factors. 4, 5, 5, 4. 10, 2, 2, 10. Right? So that shows the commutative property of multiplication right here. All right, let's do some more. You can also use multiplication to find the total number of objects in equal groups. A number sentence with the symbol, the X means multiply, is called a multiplication sentence, and it means to multiply. So let's try a problem. Sean helped his mom bake cookies. He served 4 cookies on each plate. And there are 2 plates. How many cookies did he serve? So we need to find the total of 2 plates of 4 cookies. So we can draw the group. So I have 2 plates. Each plate has 4 cookies. Okay, 4 cookies on each plate. So I could just do 4 plus 4. And then I would get, that's 8. Or I could write a multiplication sentence to show 2 plates of 4 cookies, or 2 groups of, that means our multiplication sign, 4. So 2 groups of 4 is 8. So Sean served 8 cookies. All right, so here it says we need to draw a conclusion. How can addition help you find the total number of objects in equal groups? So we can use addition to add the same number repeatedly. So let's just write, you can add the same number repeatedly. There we go. How did you find the total number of cubes in step 2 of the first activity? So that was back when we had groups of 5. So we didn't need to count each. Remember I said we didn't need to count each one individually. We could skip count by 5s. Right? We can skip count by 5s because they're just groups of 5. That's why I love multiplying by 5, because it's just like, hey, let's count by 5s. Number 3 says, Sean counted a batch of cookies by finding 4 plus 4 plus 4. How could multiplication have helped him to find his total? So he could have multiplied 3 groups of 4, or let's erase that period because we're not done yet, or 3 times 4. So whenever I read a multiplication sentence, I would say 3 groups of 4. So whenever I see that multiplication sign, I say groups of. So what is 3 groups of 4? 4, 4, and 4. Well, I could say 4, 8, 12. If I'm skip counting by 4s, I could say 4, 8, 12. So what was the total? It was 12 cookies. That's how many cookies he has. Yum. Okay, so here it says we need to draw a model to find the total number. So I have 2 groups. 1, 2 groups of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if I have 2 groups of 8, it's the same as I could use repeated addition, 8 plus 8, or 2 times 8, and they both give me an answer of 16. All right, 5 groups of 7. Ooh, this is going to be a doozy to draw out. 2, 3, 4, 5 groups of 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so the way I like for kids to start thinking about this as is, okay, I skip count by 7. So I'd go 7. 7 plus 7 is 14. 14 plus 7 is 21. 21 plus 7 is 28. And 28 plus 7 is 35. So it would equal 35 because I have 1 7, 2 7s, 3 7s, 4 7s, 5 7s is 35. Okay. Let's do one on the bottom. Let's do 4 groups of 8. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 groups of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I could do, this would be kind of interesting. Let's skip count by 2s. Ready? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32. So the answer is 32. Now, skip counting by 2s is not like a lot faster than just counting all of them, but it's good to practice to see if you can skip count if you can. Okay, so that's all I have for you for today. Thanks for watching to the very end. Let me know if you have any questions. We'll see you later. Bye.